So shout out to Luke. He brought me this deal to take a look at. He's having problems basically comping the place out because he's basically saying that, hey, look, I ran numbers and my MAO came to higher than the asking price. So let's take a look at the deal. It's listed for $140,000. It's listed on the market for 147 days. This is clearly not a deal. The market's literally telling us that. I don't care if your seller's motivated. It doesn't look like it from the amount of days that it's been on Zillow and the kind of prices that you're asking. Why do I say that? Now look at this place. It looks like a pretty decent house, but on the inside, it does need a ton of work. So sheetrock, sheetrock, doors, trim, floors, entire kitchen, everything in the kitchen needs to be remodeled. Um, Everything is super outdated, super old. The outside has been, taken care of, but the inside is just very outdated. From windows to everything, it's gonna need like the whole 9 yards. The bathroom, it has a new vanity, but other than that, everything is super old. So this entire bathroom needs to go ahead and be gutted and redone as well. All this, look at this. It's gonna need new sheetrock if you wanted to get it done right and sell for highest and best. The basement, look, it has a stone foundation, so it tells you that this place is super old. I don't know how old it exactly is. It's got a decent HVAC unit, which is a plus side, but there's a lot of negatives of this place, right? Look at even all of this. Even this might need to be done as well. So where he actually went wrong, where Lucas went wrong, is on the rehab. This thing needs a lot more work in rehab than he actually thinks. He thinks that this is 40 grand. No way, this is 40 grand. Um, Now we go back. I want to see if we can find. Okay, look, built in 1880. Look at that. That's super old. Now let's go take a look at the comps in the area. Put the address in the prop stream. Last 6 months is what's being actually compared with right now. We're looking at the comparables, and let's check these out. 237, 237. Okay, that's the same property. But 237, 209, 210, 160,000, 200s, 204, 226. So this property has, decent comps in the same exact neighborhood in the past 6 months that are all selling anywhere between 160,000 to 237, I believe. Yeah, so that's your comp. Now let's take a look at some of these comps. This one sold on the MLS, so let's take a look at it right now. So we're gonna go ahead and search this up on Zillow and go ahead and take a look at this thing. Look at this now. When was this built? 1935, but let's see what kind of work they did. There's not many pictures, so you can't really tell too much, but now you're comparing something that's from 80 to 1935. That's a major difference. The other one is like super old. This one's super old too, but it's way newer than the other one. Plus, it has work done: new windows, new doors, new siding, possibly new roof on the inside. Most likely has new kitchen, the whole 9 yards. This thing looks like it's been flipped. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sale. So check this out. This was bought. Yeah, there's not much work that has been done to this. It looks like it's owner occupied, but just maintained really great. So let's take a look at some of the other comps that are out there. And that one's smaller, but it's just redone, right? It looks pretty freaking new from the exterior after the remodel. Let's take a look. That was right over here, that first one that we just did. Now, there's a few that are off market, but we want to really look at stuff that went on market. So we're going to take a look at number 3, which is right over here. And number 3, 3-bed, 2-bath. Doesn't say the build year, so let's take a look over here. Again, completely redone. You could see all the windows, new door, new siding, new roof as well. This looks freaking fantastic. So it's built in 1955. All these houses that Luke was comparing to his are way newer. And they're not just newer by a couple of years or a few years. No, they're newer by a long shot. So that also goes into analyzing the deal, right? It could possibly need foundation work. Everything's old, so it could have been even like sinking. There's a tons of issues that come up with the age of the home as well. So it looks pretty great and all from the outside, but the inside needs a ton of work, and we don't even know what kind of work that the foundation is possibly gonna arise, and that's one of the reasons why this could be deterring other people to come in and purchase. Now let's take a look. I want to take a look at some of the flip comps. So some of the flip comps will tell us basically when this property was purchased and for how much. So some of these, look, sold for 215. That was that first one. Another one for 150, 179. They sold for in the 200s. So we don't know how much work that they actually had done to them. So that's one big thing. Now, if we look at ours, it's for sale for 140, and these are selling in the in the 200 ranges, in anywhere between 200 to 240, I would say. So let's take our comp, and let's be super realistic now. Our average comp is going to be 220. We go ahead and run the numbers from there. So 220 times 0.7. We're looking at $154,000 already off the bat. This thing's listed for 140. Now we go ahead and subtract repairs from this place, right? Let's say that this is, hypothetically speaking, $60,000 to $70,000 in repairs. Let's even go a little lower. Let's say it's $55,000. We subtract $55,000 off the bat. Now we're left at $99,000. Holding and closing costs, let's take off a $10,000. And then now our assignment fee, let's take off $30,000. We're left at a MAO of $59K. So I don't know exactly where he went wrong, but if we were going to go ahead and offer on this property, it would be somewhere around that $59,000 range. So that's everything broken up all the way down to a T, and I really hope that helps.